Hi everyone, this is Chyla. Please ignore my state of undress. I just got out of the bath, and it's 4 in the morning, so I'm not going to put makeup on. So this is my, beginning of my journey. I desperately need and want to have bariatric surgery. I would like to have gastric bypass. It's really a hard topic, talking about my weight, since I have struggled with it since I was in kindergarten. I knew at the age of 10 that there was something different about me. I was twice the size of other little girls. That's just the way I've always been. You can look at baby pictures of me and see that I had cankles. So that's definitely something that's been with me my whole life. But I just got a job that actually gives me insurance that would hopefully cover, the whole 80% of the surgery. And at this point, I am trying to work up the nerve to actually talk to my doctor. He's actually a new doctor as well. Like I said, I didn't have any insurance before, so I had not seen a doctor since I had my baby. So I had to find a new one because I moved to a different area. So it's funny, I went to meet with him because I was having stomach issues. I had just started thinking about having the surgery, but I was nervous to talk to him about it. I still am, and I still have not talked to him about it. But the reason I went to meet him in the first place was because I was having stomach problems, and I didn't know what they were. And they were causing all kinds of problems, like I was sleeping in excess of 11 hours a day. I was extremely tired. My stomach was just in pain constantly. I was bloated and all kinds of crazy stuff. So I went to talk to him about that. He did a blood test on me and found out that I had H. pylori. Yay! So at the time, I didn't know that that was something that could inhibit actually having the surgery. So it was interesting because I was on a forum that night, just checking out people's weight loss stories, and I came across this woman who was like, well, after a hiccup with H. pylori, I finally was able to, get forward with my surgery. And I was like, what? H. pylori is a problem with surgery? And that really put a damper on me. That day that I went in and they got the blood test results and whatnot, he immediately put me on, all kinds of pills to take care of it. So I'm 2 weeks into that. It's supposed to be taken care of after a month of this continuous pill taking of nasty, gross horse pills twice a day. Oh my gosh. But I'm hoping to talk with him before that about wanting to do the surgery, because as most insurances are, the one that I have would require some form of weight loss attempts, failed weight loss attempts, 6 months worth, documented by a doctor, which I don't have. So that is on my to-do list. So I need to get that started ASAP if I want to do anything with this weight loss journey, even though I have been attempting to lose weight for a very, very long time. I've been, in that elevator up and down my whole life. Starting at age 14, I became vegetarian. Maybe it was 13, I don't know. Freshman year of high school. Summer before. I became vegetarian, and I wasn't eating terrible things every day of my life. I was eating large portions, that's true. But I wasn't constantly eating sweets and things like that. And I was extremely active because I was, in theater, and I did literally everything you could think of in school besides physical sports. But I did theater, which was basically a sport. And then even into college, I was still overweight, you know, at least I was like 215, 220 pounds going into college. There I was given a theater scholarship in order to, you know, pursue my dream of being an actress, a musical theater actress. And that was really pretty scary going into college, being so overweight. I was afraid I wasn't gonna have any friends. But you know, the theater community is pretty open and accepting of everybody, so that's a plus. And I was super, super active because I was required to do all kinds of PE credits, and in order for, you know, to do my theater, I had to have, you know, tap classes and jazz classes and ballet classes. So for 2 years straight, I was doing, you know, hour-and-a-half long tap classes, and then I went straight to an hour-and-a-half long jazz class. And I had never been so fit as that in my whole life at 215 pounds. But still, doing that 2 years straight, you know, hours and hours of working out at school, including after-school rehearsals for plays, which were very, very physically intense. I mean, that's just hours of working out, and at the time I was still vegetarian, going into pescatarianism, so I still wasn't eating terrible, terrible things, but I wasn't losing any weight. I was probably gaining some muscle, but no weight at all was coming off. I thinned out a little bit. I mean, I looked better than I had in a really long time, a little bit smaller, but I was still the same weight. And then, right after getting out of college, like immediately, I was pregnant with my baby boy, and that basically, you know, made my body just go kaput the rest of the way. I ended up gaining like 40 pounds, 50 pounds. I'm currently at 260 something. I don't know, I think 260 even. At 5'3", so that gives me a BMI of 46. So yeah, morbidly obese. And when I found that out, that that was in the morbidly obese category, I may have cried. Probably did cry. Can't remember, because it was probably very traumatic. But that was not a happy moment. And I actually just calculated that recently because I decided I would start my weight loss journey, so I needed to know what my BMI was, and I found that out and was not happy. Well, in a way, I guess it was okay because, I mean, I was in the qualifying area to have the surgery without having any other comorbidities, I believe is how you say it. Like, I honestly, I don't have diabetes. I thought that might have been what a problem was, which is why I went to see my doctor in the first, one of the reasons I went to see my doctor was about the stomach issues, and that I thought I might have diabetes because it runs in my family very heavily. So that's why they did the blood test, but I found out no diabetes, no high blood pressure, my blood pressure was fine, whatever. No sleep apnea that I know of, but I am, you know, morbidly obese and depressed because of it. Have anxiety very bad recently, which is affecting me both at home and at work, especially at work. Anyway, that's something that is due directly because of my weight, because of the way I feel about myself, the way that I feel about how I can't get up and move around like I used to. If I sit down for even a couple minutes and try to stand up, my knees will hurt really bad, my back will hurt really bad. You know, my feet, those are in constant pain, no matter what I do. And I believe it's also due to my weight. So, I mean, this is a struggle I've been going through my whole life, and this is the reason why I want to go through with having gastric bypass surgery. But my first step, as I had said before, is actually asking my doctor and talking to him about it. Because that is something I have yet to do. I've yet to tell anybody about this decision besides myself, my husband, and my mom. My mom actually went through with this surgery back in 2003, maybe 2004, probably 2003. She was actually just 10 pounds heavier than me, probably the same height. So I'm 260, she was like 270, and then she went down to, I don't even know, like 135 pounds. So seeing my mom do it was very inspiring, and knowing if she could do it, you know, I could do it, and I feel like I would be very successful. I know all the risk factors to it. I know, you know, what I have to do afterward. I've researched for a very long time, a couple years about it. I've been, you know, devoting almost every night to it the past couple months, because that's how much it's been on my mind. And I actually love being active. It's just because of my weight recently that I haven't really been able to be active. It hurts if I try. And I just get so tired so easily, you know. I walk one block and I'm already out of breath and need to sit down, so that's been affecting me. I love being able to be active. I love being able to dance, and things like that. And my goals after having surgery would be, you know, the little things, like being able to run. I have never been able to run, not since I was, you know, in like 5th grade, because it's just been so difficult for me. Going through high school gym was the worst experience of my life, because my running was everybody else's walking, and it was so difficult. You know, I would look 2 feet ahead of me and see something on the wall and say, okay, I could just make it, I could just run to that and I'll be good. And then I look ahead and two more feet and see something else, you know, that I could pass, be like, if I make it to that, I'll be good, and just keep going the whole way. And that's the only way I made it through. So I know I have the determination that it takes to go through with this. So that is why, you know, I think I would be a wonderful candidate for this. But, you know, afterward, I would love to run, you know, be able to successfully run and not, you know, run at walking speed. I would love to do things like shave my legs without cutting myself, because I can't reach properly. I literally just shaved my skin off. It's awful. I just got out of the bath and my leg has a gash that big because I just could not reach it properly like I used to, and it just did not work out the way I planned. That was painful, and I would like to not do that ever again. I actually just asked my friends. I was like, you know, on social media, I was like, would you guys hate me if I never shaved my legs again, ever? Well, maybe unless I was skinny. If I was thinner, it's a possibility that I could shave my legs without, you know, tearing the whole leg off. So, yeah, I'd like to run, I'd like to shave my legs and other things without cutting myself. I would like to not be sweaty all the time. That's disgusting. I mean, all the various folds and flaps that I have developed, it's disgusting, and I hate it. I would like for my legs not to constantly be, you know, smushed flat together, and it's extremely painful, that rubbing sensation. I literally just bought a pair of pants a couple weeks ago, and a week after wearing them, the inseam just ripped apart. And 2 days later, 3 more pairs of my pants, the like seam just gave out and ripped apart. So I have like 1 pair of pants right now, and then a pair of sweatpants. That's not appropriate for my work environment. I need more clothes, and I can't afford it. So it would be lovely if I could go shopping for clothes that would fit and would be inexpensive, like on a sale rack. If you go to a sale rack in a store, you're not going to find 2X clothes or 3X or whatever. I don't even know what I wear anymore. You're not going to find those on the sale rack. You're going to find small and medium. That's it. You're not going to find anything else. If If you do, then that's like a needle in a haystack, and you should go try to win the lottery. But anyway, I would like to go to a store and be able to buy myself clothing when I need it, and not have it be $40 for a shirt. Oh, and bras. I would like to, I have not bought a new bra in so long. The bras I'm wearing are probably 3 sizes too small. Currently, and probably in a triple D, and I'm wearing like double D or D size bras because I cannot afford a $50, $60 bra. No. I would prefer just to go to whatever store I can and just grab up a $10 bra. That'd be great, but you can't if your boobs take up half the fabric in the United States. So, that's another thing. I'd like to be able to buy clothes. I tried to go to Goodwill to see if I could find anything, even in the plus size section, and nothing worked. So that'd be great if I could go thrift shopping, which is an awesome hobby of mine that I have not been able to go through with since I was a size 16, which was in high school. Now I'm like a size 22 pants because, believe it or not, all my weight is in my legs. My legs are the size of tree trunks, and my arms, those are the size of somebody's upper calf, like a regular person's upper calf. That's what that is. So that, and I would like to play with my baby. I would like to, you know, be able to roll around on the floor with him without getting tired. I'd like to go out on walks with him and take him to the park, you know, without being so tired that I just can't do it, and I just never want to go do it because it's so difficult. I would like to know that I'll be there for him when he needs me, and I'll be able to do the things that he wants when he gets older. You know, I'll be able to go play with him in the park or play outside. And right now that's not a possibility. So anyway, those are just a small handful of reasons why. Another thing, you know, I would like to be skinny because I love fashion, but there's no plus size fashion that I can afford that looks good on me in the style that I want. I have a very specific style I'd like to achieve. You know, I love those, you know, pinup styles, vintage styles. That's what I really want to go for, but it doesn't really work out when you're so large and don't find anything that fits you properly. So anyway, this is my hello, beginning of my hopeful journey video. So yeah, my name's Chyla. I am 22 years old currently, 5'3", 260 pounds, and am working on telling my doctor about me wanting to get gastric bypass surgery. Anyway, thank you so much for sitting here and listening to this gigantic video. And everyone on YouTube or wherever you're watching this, I hope that you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, beautiful morning. Have fun at work or at home, wherever you're going to be, and just enjoy life. Enjoy what you have. And strive to be the best that you can be, and the best for your family, which is what I am trying to do. So thank you so much for watching me, and I hope to see you again in the future with more positive news, and you know, more news about being further ahead in this cause and in this journey that I would like to take, if that made sense. Anyway, thank you and good night.